Welcome back, guys, for another exciting video. We're going to be diving into the story of one of the greatest sportsmen in the history of Ireland. This man took on the English time and time again and beat them. He made fools of some of his greatest enemies, and he fought for what he believed in, no matter what it cost him. This is one of the greatest Claremen to ever have lived, and one of the greatest sports figures in the history of Ireland. The man who saved the Irish sporting traditions by founding the GAA. None other than Michael Cusack, the man behind me. Let us dive into his story, visit his home, and find out where the man got his inspiration. Exciting news, guys. We are here at the Michael Cusack Centre. This here below us is the cottage where Michael was born, where the idea for the GAA started, and we're here on a very special day. It is, of course, Bealtaine, but more importantly, there's a special visitor on their way. It is Mary McAleese, former President of Ireland. So we're going to be hearing some fantastic speeches, and for once you're getting a break from me. I'll be doing in the veil, being quiet and letting the others speak. So sit back, enjoy, and we'll talk to you shortly.
You have no idea what this place means to me. One of the first time I came here, the last time I came here, which was the first time I came here. I've often been to Clare, often been to Ballyvaughan, but I had not then, until I came here the first time, I hadn't been to Carron. And something about the place gripped me. I realised then, this is not just the home of Michael Cusack, though it is that. This is not just the place that honours him and reminds us of the role he has played in Irish life at home and abroad. It's a place of pilgrimage for all of us, every single one of us who claim that heritage, who are proud of it. This place is so special. I look at my own daughter who coaches the GAA, but she's now what I call the GAMAs. She's involved, they're mad. They're absolutely extraordinary. Instead of standing by the sidelines waiting for their kids to line out, formed this amazing association now where the mammies are playing. So the spirit of the Gael just grows and grows and grows, and the imagination grows. But what did it grow from? It grew from an idea that seems to have been nurtured in this quiet glen, in this place. My granny, who had 11 children and 60 great-grandchildren, because my family thought they had to increase, multiply and fill the earth all by themselves. She always said that what's learnt in childhood's engraved on stone. And something, if you engrave well, you get an object of great beauty. If you engrave badly, you can hurt little kids. But here in this place, where the great big machinery of state was determined to engrave badly in the lives of Irish children, in this place, something nurtured him into a thing, a person of ideas and determination. Now, he could be crabby, couldn't he? We know that he could, so what? Sometimes to get things done, you have to be a wee bit crabby. At least that's what my mother always explains. But in order for him to be the person he was, something of this place lodged in him, a faith in the seed, the flower inside him that would blossom and would allow us all in turn to blossom. And of course, in a very special way, I've always felt connected to Cusack because he chose a Down woman for his wife, a woman from Dromore, County Down. And he also taught in the school that my 4 brothers went to in Newry. He had a phenomenal career as a teacher. And you know something? We, all of us, would say probably that not only do we owe so much to the GAA, but we owe a lot in our own personal lives to the teachers who affirmed us, helped us, nurtured us, took that seed that was inside us and would not let it go, even when at times we were lazy or distracted or lacking in courage or, God help us, lacking in confidence. The teachers who helped us to believe in ourselves. And are these children here lucky that the level of self-belief that they are entitled to have. Imagine coming from the school that he chose for, and that chose him for his first ever job. What a legacy. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of his life, part of his legacy, and also importantly, part of the gift that just keeps on renewing itself through people's efforts, not by accident, not by coincidence, but by sheer effort. And here we see that sheer effort transformed into a place of great welcome, great Fáilte, a place of pilgrimage that belongs to every single person whose lives have been impacted by Cumann Lúthchleas Gael, by LGFA, by the Camogie Association. All of them owe that seed that became the flower. They owe that to Michael Cusack. Gurmila Mahuga.
It is indeed very hard to imagine, at the height of the famine, that Michael Cusack was born in this little cottage, and he survived the famine. He then educated himself to the highest level possible, and as if all of that weren't enough, had the presence and the thought to realise that Ireland was losing its identity. In 82 he invented Irish Lárna Gaeilge, an Irish paper, but he quickly realised very few Irish people had access to reading and writing, and indeed to the paper. So what did he do? He founded the GAA. He created a pride of place in every parish. It ran like prairie fire across the country. And that was no stronger anywhere than here in Carn. We, the community, are so proud of Michael Cusack, our most famous son. At a time when our pub and our post office are gone, we have a very rural parish measuring 20 miles long by 10 miles wide. 250 families. We put out a junior team every year. Defeat calls around most years, like most clubs, but it's not about the winning. If it was, we wouldn't have a club. It's about the pride of place. And that pride of place is instilled because of Cusack's genius in every parish in the country, in town and country, and beyond. In today's world, everywhere the Irish gather, there is the GAA in its midst. And with modern technology, the championship calls around every year to renew that rivalry and that pride of place. And here in Carn, it is so strong. That means so much to us. So we're here today to commemorate Cusack. It is hard to remember that in the 60s, when the late great Hindi Neelan, founder of the club, had such pride that he started a little committee that raised funds to put a protective wall around the cottage. In the 80s, in 84, we put a team together to try and drive the GAA to convince them, which we succeeded in eventually, to buy the property and bring it under GAA ownership. In 07, one of our own, Martin O'Loughlin, spearheaded with many others the project to put that wonderful community centre in place. And what an asset that is to a rural place like this. We are so proud of it. So Dr. McAleese, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you so much for becoming the patron. It's such an important thing. You are going to be our patron, just like Croke, Davitt and Parnell were the first patrons of the GAA for Cusack. It gave the GAA an impetus. You will give that impetus to us. And I have no doubt you will convince your good friend Jarlath Burns, the president of the GAA, to come together with all of the different facets of the GAA that have already spoken here today. The local community, the Clare County Council, National Parks and Wildlife, and the other government agencies, to drive this to reach its full potential. And I think we should do it in the spirit of that great old Gaelic proverb, Ní neart go corla céile ar aghaidh agus sús.
So there you have it, guys. Are you feeling the vibrations? What energy there has been here today. We are privileged to have had Michael here, to have had his commitment to Irish sport and to Irish culture. And it's important to remember that he wasn't in a vacuum. He was influenced by the land, by the people, by the community all around him. So we're going to leave you here, and thank you so much for joining us. Let us know what you found most interesting. I hope there was some nuggets of knowledge that you can take with you and share. If you have any sports or any activities that you see dying in your area, we encourage you to please bring them along. Slán go fóill.